This is Ever New with Word Inquiry, and I'm Tahir. Today, the topic in plant breeding and genetics is breeding methods. Breeding methods in crop plants. These are the approaches used to improve the genotype of the plants. It started from the 7,000 years ago with the human civilization when wild species were under the management of human beings, and it's called domestication. So there the breedings also started. As the human beings move from one place to another, the plants or seeds also moves, and this is called introduction. So breeding methods, let's start with the conventional and non-conventional division. Conventional means the traditional breeding methods are old. In this we will discuss introduction, selection, then hybridization, and next is the heterosis, and then last one polyploidy. There the one thing more, the breedings in breeding methods, breeding population use are four types: homozygous population, heterozygous population, homogeneous population, and heterogeneous population. Homozygous population is the population having the same alleles like capital A or small t, capital T or small t, and the heterozygous population is population having the different alleles like capital T, small t. Similarly, homogeneous population is the population having the same genotype like capital T, small t, and the heterogeneous population is the population having the different genotype like capital T, small t, or so this was all about the breeding population. Now let us start the introduction. Introduction, as we have already told, that after the domestication, when the human being move from one place to other place, the plants also move with him. So similarly, and then they adopted the new place. Its introduction is to introduce new variety from maybe one country to another country or one state to another state. So superior, then they adjusted or adapted. If they are adapted without any change, it means without the changing its genotype, it's called primary introduction, and if it's adapted after a change, it's called secondary introduction. When adapted without any change in a new environment, it's also called as acclimatization. So this was all about the introduction. So next is selection. Selection is one of the oldest method of breeding, and it is also called as the basic method. This is door type, natural and artificial selection. When we say natural selection, it is made by the nature. There is no involvement of human beings. And when we say the artificial selection, it is by the involvement of human being. So now let us start the various methods of selection, like mass selection, pure line selection, and colonial selection. In mass selection, the plants are selected on the basis of their phenotype. So their fruit size, their shape, color, etc. are selected, and then they multiplied. And when next year again they selected and mixed, and then they so So 5 to 6 years this process repeated and then distributed to the farmers. The disadvantage of this method is that the variety which having a slight change is not recognized that whether it is due to the genotypic or due to environmental change. So now next is pure line selection. There the repeated self-pollination is started and created the new variety. Homozygosity and homogeneous plants are created in all genes by this process, but it is less adaptive and less stable. So one thing more about this introduction and selection. The introduction is use all type of crops like self-pollinated, cross-pollinated, and as well vegetative propagated. And the selection mass selection is used in cross-pollinated crops, while pure line selection used in mostly self-pollinated crops. Now next is clonal selection. There the asexual propagated crops are propagated by their vegetative part, like banana. Their seed is not produced. They are isolated, and then superior quality plants are selected and then propagated. They are selected only through their vegetative quality. Then next is progeny selection. There 50 to 100 phenotypically superior plants are selected and allowed to open pollinated, then harvested, and then progeny selections in rows, and then grown, and then selected plants, then selected plants into the rows, then plants, and then air. It's also called as air to row method. It is used in cross-pollinated crops. 4 to 5 years the method is repeated, and then yield trial. Primarily yield trial is done for evaluation with the check variety. It's also called half sib method because there the male is unknown. There and next is clonal selection. We have already discussed, but once again, as we have told that part regenerated to new plant, it's take about 7 years clonal selection. In first year superior plant selectors, then second year individual plants progeny selected, and then third year preliminary yield trial test is done with the evaluation with check variety, and then fourth year multi-located yield trial is done, and then regular 3 years the multi-located yield trial is done, then preliminary yield trial, and then its seed multiplied and then sent to breeder seed and then National Seed Corporation or National Seed Certificate Department, then to farmer. This was the similarly. Next is recurrent selection. Recurrent selection is the accumulation of the desirable genes in a population. There the multiplication of parent of selected seeds is types of simple recurrent selection, recurrent selection by specific combining ability, recurrent selection as general combining ability, recurrent selection. So next is the hybridization. In hybridization, dislike plants genetically are crossed and then crop is improved. Steps are selection, emasculation, bagging and crossing. In selection, male and female plants on the basis of their phenotype are drought resistant, disease resistant, drought resistance plants are selected and then emasculate. There the anther is removed from the plant and is called as female plant and then bagged and covered with bag, and then bagging is done to avoid the foreign contamination to the stigma, and then crossed. The female plant is crossed by the male selected plant by the pollens. They desiccated on the stigma and then they cover, and the result is get it hybrid plant. Hybridization is 4 types: intervarietal, intravarietal hybridization, intervarietal hybridization, interspecific hybridization, and then intergeneric hybridization. Intravarietal hybridization is the hybrid between same variety, and intervarietal is the between 2 different varieties. The useful is in self-pollinated crops. Then interspecific is the cross between 2 species of the same genera. The example is Gossypium hirsutum is crossed with Gossypium arboreum for disease resistance. Then intergeneric cross, which is well difficult. It is sometimes laborious, time consuming. Results sometimes may be sterile plants. Example Raphanobrassica and Triticale. Then next is heterosis, where when 2 male and female plants are crossed and the F1 is superior to the parents, this is called heterosis. It is of 2 types: euheterosis and pseudoheterosis. And euheterosis is also again 2 types: mutation and balance. Mutation heterosis is undesirable and unwanted, whereas balanced heterosis is having the balanced gene combination and is adopted. Pseudoheterosis is false. It is also called luxurious. There is the only vegetative appearance is better than the parents. That is why it's called pseudo. Yield is low from the parents. Then next is mutation breeding. Mutation breeding is the sudden heritable change, may be either genetic or due to phenotypic behavior. It's also induced by physical agent or chemical agent. Physical agent like radiation, alpha rays, beta rays, gamma rays, X-rays, while chemical use like CaCl, etc. Then next is polyploidy. As we know that there are 2 sets of chromosomes found, means all flowering plants are diploid in nature. So if they have more than 2 sets of chromosomes, or they are applied to have more than 2 sets of chromosomes, it's called polyploidy. So when chromosomes increase, then size of leaves, root, flower, fruits also increase. So it is the major source of evaluation in field of breeding. The example: seedless tomato, watermelon, it's induced by colchicine. Polyploidy is of two types, alloth and atto. Allopolyploidy is man-made while autopolyploidy is natural. The examples of man-made means allopolyploids are white when crossed with rye, it's triticale. Next example is Aphanobrassica. This was all about the conventional breeding methods in crops plants. Next, we will discuss about the non-conventional breeding methods. Thank you.